Alexander Volkanovski is recognized as the pound-for-pound greatest fighter on the planet. He's got a big fight on July 9th against Yair Rodriguez, who's a very elite and creative striker. To promote that fight, they just released Volk's fight against jiu-jitsu prodigy Brian Ortega at UFC 266. First off, I gotta say I love Brian's walkout. It was themed on the movie The Purge. It had the Purge theme song. He had this awesome LED mask, which I thought looked sick. I know a lot of people think masks are kind of corny, but I like it when they switch it up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't gotta be like Pride level theatrics, but I appreciate it when it's a little bit different. It was quite a contrast to Alex coming out to Down Under by Men at Work, but I love that too. That was a classic. All right, let's get to the fight.
And with that, our championship main event is upon us. Brian T-City Ortega out of the blue corner in blue. Alexander Volkanovski out of the red corner in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
Ooh, that was so sick. A lead teep feint to come inside the pocket, which you don't see in MMA a lot. You see in Muay Thai all the time. Kind of feints a right, and then feints a left, and then goes over the top with the right as Brian's throwing the counter hook. And then Volk goes right over the top of the left again with another right. That right cut Ortega. Good check hook from Volk. Brian tries to close that distance a little bit more, and he steps on the outside and throws a right over the top. Oh, that jab was so nice. Feinted jab, he's kind of playing with that hand, keeping it right in your face. He does it like 4 times. He's just constantly sticking a hand in your face, so you don't know which one he's actually going to commit to. Had he not done that before, I doubt he would have been able to land that jab. Brian's having a little bit of trouble with Volk constantly pulling, and then every now and then Volk will dip his head off the center line and try to counter Brian stepping in. It's such a great game plan when it comes to footwork and entering and exiting the pocket.
Thank you, Brian, again.
Yeah, as soon as he threw the head kick, his corner's like, "Thank you, Brian." Gotta set it up a little bit more though.
I'd like to see a few more kicks from Ortega.
Some nice powerful kicks would definitely help. Ooh, great jab by Brian. Man, he timed that really, really well. Oh, no, great jab by Volk, man. Both these guys have really technical jabs. Ooh, good left by Brian Ortega.
Oh, left hand again from Ortega as he caught that kick.
Volkanovski goes in and out so fast, though, man.
Great first round, man. A lot of opening rounds with really elite strikers kind of have a filling out period like that, you know, and they kind of see how each other likes to move and starts downloading data for the next round.
Unofficially significant strikes, 21 for Volkanovski, 18 for Ortega. Far more attempts for T-City, 52 to Volkanovski's 29.
That's interesting. Volk is definitely more accurate. Times a kick coming in. Good combo from Brian.
Oh, nice combination there by Brian.
I agree, DC. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. It's like Bruce Lee says, when my opponent expands, I contract. You know, Volk is pulling a lot whenever Brian wants to strike. So this time he kind of steps forward with his leg kick to get more range on it. And it works well, it lands. See, this is high level. You know, they both are making reads on what the other guy likes to do and switching up their shots to try to land more. Ooh, good check hook by Volk. Man, that snapped his head, man. Get him moving backwards, step in, throw the leg kick. Ooh, that was so fast. That's actually really hard to throw. Like, he uses the momentum from bringing the kick back and chambers it into that right. It's almost like a Superman punch, but mid-combo. I'm really bad at those, but some people get so good at those and they land all the time. It's really hard to see coming. Was that an elbow? Man, that could have been devastating. You know, it's a good thing Volk got his head off the center line.
Ortega's got to move his head. He's got to get back to moving his head like he was doing
Ortega lands a
early.
right hand.
Ortega's got to move that head before the engagement start. He can't try to time it. He can't try to wait for Volkanovski to go first and then kind of slip. He's got to just kind of move it before. He was doing that early. There it is.
But that was some slick head movement, Brian. I don't know if Brian was listening, but he was like, "You want to see some head movement? I got you." Good kick from Volk, timed really well. Instead of Volk, he did the opposite. He threw the punch first and then followed with a kick, which Leon Edwards did to get his title. Man, he did that so smooth. Leon Edwards is like the king of that now. Ooh, that was nice. Let's slow that down a little bit. Oh, so he grabs his hand, but he's always bringing his feet with him. Brings his foot back, feints the right, steps through, and then throws the right anyway. 3-2. Man, that was nice. And Volk throws another right hand. Man, this guy just swarms you, man. And then pops you with the jab and goes in for a takedown. Man, this guy is still stalking you down. Oh, man, I need to breathe.
Significant lands of the fight for Volkanovski.
Well, we saw that when he fought Holloway, right? Ortega's not going to give up on himself, man. He's a tough kid.
Classic counter to a kick, straight down the pipe. Brian timed that really, really well. Boom! Even throwing 3 strikes just to land 1. That was the 4th strike is what got through.
Volkanovski, the far more efficient party, 72%.
Chatting a bit of crap after the round. Gotta love it. I wonder what they said, man. Every time they do that, I was like, man, I wish these guys were mic'd up.
Exciting stuff through 10 minutes. We call on the coach, Dean Thomas. Dean, my man, what you got?
You know, Volkanovski's getting so much work done because of the feints. Ortega doesn't know when it's coming. He has to be able to disrupt them feints. And the way you do that is assume that it's going to be offense. Just step in and just throw something. Anytime Volkanovski flinches, Ortega needs to step in and throw something.
Now, I don't know how I feel about that. Normally, Dean comes in with some really good advice, but if you step in and throw something every time that dude feints, you're going to gash yourself out so fast. I don't know. I mean, I would trust his opinion over mine, but it is kind of hard. What do you do? How do you counter all the feints? I guess that would be a good way to make them second guess coming in, but the whole point of the feint is to like make them think that you're exposing yourself when you're really not. In theory, Volk should be able to defend really well against him attacking every time Volk feints, so I don't know how I feel about that. Hey, you want to catch my kick? I'll catch your kick. Ooh. Ooh, was that a head clash? Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. Volk looks like he's got a hard head. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to headbutt me. That sucks though. Especially if you're your opponent, you're trying to get to him, and then he cuts the angle and headbutts you. He clearly wasn't trying to, but. See, like that, you know, he's constantly pulling to get his opponent to come in a little bit too recklessly. Dips his head. Those are great right. Brian rolls under the left hook coming around. Such a great game plan, man. That right wobbled him. So Alex goes to an overhand to a plum clinch and Brian just rips up his body. That didn't work too well. Oh, that was so sick. So he steps his right foot kind of actually towards Brian's side, but he's showing Brian which door he wants to go through, making Brian circle this way, and then throws his right. But look at his foot right there. His foot on the outside like that gives him the angle to come over with his left, which he does. Oh, man. That was awesome. Really, really high level striking. Volk's footwork, head movement, and feint game is just on point. Oh my God. Dude, that might be my favorite moment of the fight, man. He's been catching those kicks all day. Classic counter, straight down the pipe, knocks him down, and just snatches up his neck so freaking fast, I mean. This dude's jiu-jitsu is world class.
Oh, he's going for T-City.
God, look at Volk's legs, man. He just wants out. Oh, dude, the grit.
He's trying to escape. Oh my goodness, mounted guillotine by Ortega.
Look at his face.
The grip is breaking. Wow.
For now, Volkanovski.
Man, God, that moment was so sick. Volk, you know, you can have all the technical ability you want, but that showed that he's got heart too, you know? That's the good news with the choke though, is like, if you don't tap, you're typically not breaking a limb. You know, you're just going to sleep. Volk used the single to get back up. Oh, to reverse it. Now it's Volk's turn. Hulk angry. Angry Hulk smash. Yeah, he wants to get him back, man.
And now the champ is pissed off. You know what I mean? He wants to get you back for that one.
Well said, Paul Felder.
Gotta watch triangle attempts here. There it is. Triangle.
That's T-City. He's T-City for his triangles, man. Snatch that up real quick, too. You can see right here he's setting up the triangle. He's got a C-clamp on Volk's right wrist and just punches it through, hops the diamond. As soon as he got to diamond, grabs his chin, transfers the triangle. This is a guy that's done a lot of triangles. His left hand immediately goes under the leg, you know, giving him a better angle. I'm surprised he didn't start pulling the head, but it happens so fast. And then Volk went to his back. Oh, that is tight though. This is what T-City does. It's hard to finish from this angle, but like Brian could.
And he's trying to win a title with his signature move.
Oh my goodness, that is tight.
Yeah, got out. Turtle. Brian tries to get to the back. that is pretty funny how quickly Volk went out the back door and Brian slipped over the top. Angry Volk wants him back once again.
He's a savage, man.
And now he's just beating the
Now
ball.
he's like, I'm gonna make you break for that. Oh, big shots getting through. Unbelievable.
Short time.
Oh, huge ground strikes from Volkanovski. One of the best title rounds you will see.
Wow.
Whoa.
Ortega is tired. Dude, that's me. I'm like, dude, just take me home, man. Bring the stretcher in. I'm going home. That's kind of convenient though. Was that his corner? You just had to get up and just sit down. It's kind of nice.
They got to put water all over his head here. They got to try to shock him a little bit, Felder.
Oh yeah,
Pour
they
a
gotta
little
do
cold
something.
water on him, shock him to get him back.
Pull some cold water on him and shock him awake. Doctor's trying to see if Ortega's okay and can continue the fight. Finally, Herb's like, you know what? I'm gonna take this over real quick.
Alexander Volkanovski, look at him. Look at him, staring him down, the Terminator.
I love DC so much. He's like, all right. He's like, all right. Can you see how many fingers am I holding up? He's like, 2, 3, and then looks at his corner. You got that one though. 1.
All right, so Ortega is able to pass that test from the ringside physician. Championship rounds are upon us.
He doesn't get tired.
Another good calf kick. Like DC said, man, he keeps his pace up. Just constantly in your face. Making you think, making you tired. Brian drops down, timed that really well. Goes for an outside trip.
Great takedown defense right now by the champ. He's got to lift the underhook. Oh, inside trip by Ortega. He's jumped guillotine again.
Ooh, that inside trip was really nice by Ortega. Alex immediately up on a single though. Brian wants that neck, but here's the thing, if you don't get that, you're giving up position, but he's going for it. It's a Hail Mary.
The champ immediately starts to fight the hands. Oh, this is tight.
Oh, man.
He's hiding the hands. He's okay, yeah.
That thumbs up, that cheeky thumbs up. Head and arm chokes are already hard to finish, let alone in that position.
His last best chance here because he's going to put all of himself into the submission attempt.
There it is, DC.
Yep. Get his underhook, gets position, settles in the half guard. I do not want to eat those elbows.
But right now he finds himself in the worst position because this dude, Alexander Volkanovski, is a savage.
He is, in fact, a savage. Going for a triangle, but he's way too postured up for it.
Oh. Punishing elbow there.
It's so hard to watch strikes on the ground because their head has nowhere to move. You know, I know it's not cement, but God.
Oh my goodness.
That left hand's getting through. Oh, that one hurt.
That right hand hurt bad.
Next level toughness from
goodness.
Ortega, but this could be the end.
He just walks away.
And these elite featherweights, Volkanovski, Ortega, Holloway. It is a good time to be a UFC fan. 20 minutes down.
Unbelievable that he survived that round right now.
What else can you say about the toughness of Brian Ortega?
Good head kick. Man, these head kicks, this is making me a little bit scared for Volk, actually. The way he dips his head so much, and even that kick, like, there wasn't much of a setup, and it hit his guard, but if Yair's kicking you like that, Yair has insanely good kicks. This is making me a little worried for Volk in the Yair fight, actually. The head kicks are definitely something Brian's team wanted him to throw a lot, and I can see why. And just with those openings, I see Yair being able to exploit those more. I'm not saying I'm picking him, making that a more compelling fight for sure. Oh, I think he just grabbed his wrist and just goes straight for that jab. That's so mean. Why gotta be so mean, Volk? Goes in for a single, wraps around the back, abandons it.
Takedown defense is there.
Yeah,
Jab
just
remains
no
a point
energy.
of emphasis. Yeah.
No energy from Ortega to shoot that. His corner's asking for a blast double leg, and I agree. Maybe if you had the energy.
Exactly, Paul. Dude, I barely have the energy when I'm fresh to go for a takedown like that. Like in the 5th round, you just takedowns start looking like you're just leaning on him, you know? Dude, that elbow, and he's holding him. He's holding his wrist and then goes over the top with the elbow. Again, kind of mean. It snaps the chin with the left. Oh God, dude, this round's hard to watch. Darting in with that big old head. I think he got him again with it. Yeah, definitely. That's nice. He acknowledges it. It's par for the course with that style. There, when he gets him moving back and then finishes with the right hand, you know, those have been kind of successful throughout the fight. He does it again, but this time steps through the right and finishes with the left. Brian, for being that tired, you know, he's looking good, man. Both these guys got a serious heart. Good right hand off the break by Volk. Oh, good 3-2. Volk digs the body, comes over the top of the right. Ooh, now Volk catches the kick, counters. Got some great counters. Brian just doesn't have that snap anymore. He's just too tired.
That 3rd round, man, was madness.
Oh, and Ortega going for it. Right down the stretch, lands a big right hand late. And now a left. What a fight. 25 minutes turned in by Alexander Volkanovski and Brian Ortega. Perhaps they will bury the hatchet.
Great fight from both these guys. Really high level, tons of heart. I mean, what more can you ask for, really? A finish, I guess. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm in Thailand making a whole bunch of Muay Thai content, so if you enjoyed this, you'll probably like that too. Either way, thanks for watching.